Hi, this is John from Bearable Traders, and I wanted to discuss my best and worst trade from 21 June 2021. As always, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel or hit the alert bell. We really appreciate that at Bearable Traders. My worst trade today was on GameStop. This was actually a low-a-day break trade, where the low-a-day was $198. And the volume at entry was 2.7 million shares, and the relative volume was 60%. So the last short I took was a low-a-day break attempt back on 19 April. So you can see I don't take many shorts, and if I do, it's probably a low-a-day break, and I don't take many of those either. So I did give this a shot today. ARVA was about 30% for much of Friday. So the 60% today suggests maybe a bit of an uptick in interest, but still nothing particularly interesting. I wouldn't say it's in play necessarily, besides the fact that it's GameStop. GameStop can definitely make big moves when it picks a clear daily direction, and it's been holding in sort of a consolidation on the daily above 200 recently. But the loss of 200 I thought might be significant, and that might be the move where GameStop really makes a big play to the downside. So what I'm looking for is obviously with the lower day at 198, it's below 200, but I'm looking for a legit break away from 200, and I thought maybe the break of 198 would represent that legitimate breakaway where it would pick that direction. The 1 minute volume was all over the place, and I would assume on a lower day, just like I want building volume to a higher day, I'd want the same thing to a lower day. Maybe there's a general building in the 1 minute volume, but really this is just kind of garbage volume all over the place. The SPY was dropping nicely in my direction, and if GameStop's not particularly in play with this low RVOL, then that could matter. So that's nice to see. Took an entry at 199.71 when the ask lost 198, and I only took this at 1/4 size. This is small. I had some profit on the day. I did not want this to be the thing that wrecked my day and took me back to break even. So I played it small. Trade never went anywhere. And I got a little bit in my direction, a little bit not in my direction. But I decided to responsibly exit with a negative 0.25R loss. No big deal for my day. Except I didn't exit. I added to my position because I am so unaccustomed to taking short trades that instead of covering, I went short more. So now I'm in at about half size. And by the time I realized this, I looked over at my P&L and I looked to see where I should have lost what I thought I had lost, and I had lost a lot more. And that's because the price was popping. And I had to get out up here, and I actually took a full 1R loss on this trade. So it goes to show, if you're going to trade outside of your comfort zone, if I 99.5% of the time take longs, I need to really be on my toes when I take a short, and keyboard error cost me money today. My best trade today was on Tesla. This was an intraday level break where the intraday level is around 621.50. Let's call it that. Volume at entry, about 12.3 million shares. RVOL was 100%. Nice resistance setting up near the high of 2 days ago. So that's this daily level here, this red dotted line. And you can see all these moves. This is the pre-market low, sitting right around 621. And you can see these moves above that, but then hitting resistance at that daily level. The high 2 days ago. So you can see 621.25, 47, which was the exact high of 2 days ago. 621.71, that was the best push by that level, and then 621.59. It's actually a couple more 1 minute candles here and there. I think this one was 621.57, and then there were two at 621.47 exactly at this location. So not entirely precise resistance. It's not like they're all within 10 cents of each other, but it is Tesla as well, so it's a little harder to get that precision on such an expensive stock. So I wanted to trade this break, but I want to make sure the break is happening. So I don't want to take it just on the next break of say 621.71. I want to see a legit break. I want to see the dollar level break above this 621.71, this highest attempt. So I decided to take it on the break of 622 if the volume in the SPY would play along for the trade as well. And it turned out I got a chance to try that. So the 1 minute volume was building nicely up to 622. Actually, on my entry, you can see a nice surge in volume here, exceeded only by the first attempt at this level back here. So some good volume coming in. SPY's a little bit in my direction. After I entered, I think the candle for the SPY looked a little bit better. But just a little bit in my direction. Not playing against me for sure. I expected previous close to be resistance. That's this black dotted line here. I entirely expected the price to sort of fumble along this line, which is exactly what it did. But it's far enough away from my entry that if I can get up to there, then that's fine. I've got lots of room to get out of break even without being too scared. And again, like GameStop, I'm in this with a small size, a quarter size of a normal position. So, and also like a nice independent move here as it broke. You can see the SPY is not continuing upward, but Tesla was, so that's a good sign. I wanted a 50% partial near 625, but settled for 624, roughly 624, 624.03. Got a couple pops above 624 here and here, but I could feel the resistance, and it felt like I might not get 625, but I wanted that $5 level. And then Tesla became more SPY linked after this. So this independent behavior from entry up to the previous close was very nice, but once you're in a trade for a while, that independent behavior sort of goes away often, and what happens is you start to lock in more with the overall market or with the SPY, and this trade couldn't work out in the end for more profit. In fact, it was a somewhat, I wouldn't say a harsh SPY drop, but a noticeable SPY drop brought it back down to around break even, and I was out at 622.45. So that was my best and worst for today. Drop a comment below if you want to talk about these, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.